Hey everyone, Egman here with another video. Today I've got some deck lists that viewers have sent me. It's not really technically a deck doctor because I don't really feel like they need like a lot of change or anything like that, but they all kind of have the theme of just kind of like older archetypes that people are trying to bring into the present, and that's really just kind of a really cool thing I like about this game. Since a lot of the gameplay is dictated by leaders, and since there's new leaders coming out all the time, every time a new leader comes out, you have to reevaluate, some old archetypes and stuff like, is this archetype better with this leader and that kind of stuff. So, yeah, I just wanted to share these deck lists, maybe inspire people to kind of look back at some of their old cards and say, hey, wait, maybe this can be better since this leader exists and that kind of stuff. So, without further ado, let's jump on into it. Alright, first we've got this Broly Ultra Instinct deck. This is by Super God Player, is that correct? Yes, or Super God Might, my apologies. And so he sent me with this. If you don't know what this is, essentially what happens is that you can go into the 7-drop Ultra Instinct for 2 blue if you go on top of a 5-drop blue Goku, and there's this 5-drop Rapid Onslaught Super Saiyan Blue Son Goku, who can evolve onto his another blue Goku for 3. So you can go into your 3-drop. When you play it, you can untap some energy, go into the 5-drop, and then go from the 5-drop into the 7-drop. And that's pretty much the idea. And then you can use your Broly to have this attack twice. And when this attacks, your opponent can't activate or can't combo. So pretty much you just get a big old 35k that, unless they negate it, it works. So that's really powerful. I've seen this. This line has existed for a really long time, ever since the 7-drop came out. Since this 5-drop is really old, and it's you can tell like Bandai doesn't want this to exist anymore because they're not reprinting it yet. But yeah, this is a pretty solid combo. And then once again, since you're able to use Broly to untap the 7-drop and attack with it again, it can be really powerful. And yeah, and so that's the idea for this deck. Also is running the lineage line just for some early aggro and just to help self-awaken, because you want to use Shugesh. They're running 4 Shugesh because they're the big bad boy, and this can be really good for just getting up the 3-drop, which also untaps energy, which does some other things. So even if you're already going to the line, you can just play another Shugesh, get another 3-drop out, just to untap 2 energy for free. So that's really good. Also some Explosives on Goku, some Crisis Crusher, and from there, Senzu being an objection can be really good for just ramping up really early. And no one's playing Dende right now, so I think objection feels really safe in a lot of ways. So that's really good. There's also some Successor of Hope, some Battering, and some minus Killy Zone. Successor is really good for getting. I don't know if you want to run 4. There's only 5 targets in the deck, so that's something maybe. But 3 Battering, this would be a must, just because you want to make sure. Like if you Battering negate, you get guaranteed damage with this guy, so that's really good. And then 2 minus Killy Zone, so really strong deck there. And really just invigorates the idea of, yellow drop Broly's really good. What can take advantage of taking another swing, and just like guaranteed damage from Ultra Instinct is a really good idea for that. So that's pretty much the idea of this deck, and I think it's pretty fun. Next up, we've got My Hero Steven. He's got the old kind of Gohan line with the blue Dende leader, and so how this one's a bit of a weirder one, but the idea of it is that you use this fully trained Son Gohan, which pretty much gives all of your Son Gohan LS in your hand evolve for, 2 red and 1 colorless. So you can go into this 5-drop on turn 3, and after that, this summons. When you play this card, you get to play as many Gohans. I think you just get to play 2 Son Gohan LS. Let me make sure. Let's see. Oop. When a card evolves into this card, if your leader card is blue, choose up to 3 Universe 7 with energy cost of 3 or less from your hand and play them. So that means just some more Gohan. There can be some other targets for this. He kind of made this as a kind of a cheese, just to say, oh, look how many Gohans I have. But there's quite a bit of good things happening. So this 3-drop can blow up something. This one's just a good 15k with barrier. And this burst attacks on Gohan is just, how good this one is. So that's really good. And you're just able to kind of swarm the board. This also can get triple strike if there's. I hate to do this. This gets triple strike if if there are 2 more Universe 7 in your combo area, this game's triple strike. So that can also be really good. So there's just a lot of Universe 7 cards as well. So that can be really good. And it's with the Dende leader. So Dende is good for is just a good wish leader, and he's blue, so he works for the 5-drop. But also you can use like Child's Wish to get the 2-drop, and then go from there on turn 3. Like kind of like how Boo's been working these last couple sets, or couple weeks of just kind of use Child's Wish to go off. You can do this with Son Gohan. Arguably a weaker combo, but also it's kind of I feel like it'd be something that's more consistent, right? It's not as like kind of all or nothing kind of thing. So I think that can be really good. And then just filling out with just a lot of support. So Borgos can be really good right now. I think this is a really good card. 4-dimension magic, which is great. These Babas are really cool too. So one, they are able to destroy something with 5k or less, just because when you combo them off, you get from the board, you get to draw 1 card and give something negative 5k. Let me make sure on that one. Yeah, when you play this card, choose one of your Earthling cards in your leader or battle area, and it gains plus 5k power for duration of the turn. And when you combo with this card from battle area, draw 1 card, then choose up 20 of your opponent's battle cards, gets minus 5k power for duration of the turn. So that can be really good. And additionally, you can just give all the Gohans are Earthlings too, so that gives a boost there. Ability Unleashed, Ultimate Gohan. This card used to be like the best, and now it's just okay. Either drawing a card or getting double strike is really good. You can run Unyielding Spirit Trunks. And that's about it. So I think this can be really good. And I think I offered the you could use like the Ultimate Gohan, like the 6-drop that can turn into a 2-drop. I think that can be good in this, just because it's Gohan. You can use fully trained Son Gohan to get it out as well. But I think he tested it and it didn't really work out. So that's that. But yeah, I like this deck. I think it's really cool. This little combo is neat, and just because we got this new blue leader that's probably above the power curve, this can be a great deck. So lastly, we've got this is this is kind of like this is a really fun one. This is sent to me, and it's Mason's Bigelow Decalo Piccolo. I really like the name. That's kind of almost half the reason I decided to show this, but it's showing a lot of like the old kind of like Namekian support that really didn't get through, but there's just some really neat synergy you can get with these cards. So for example, there's the 1-drop Guru and 2-drop Nail. Guru is really good to just be a permanent combo power. Unfortunately, I feel like it can get blown up really easily right now. It's just because Crisis Crusher is everywhere, but it still can be really good, especially in these 1-drop. These 1-drops can feel the same thing, but they're also Namekian, which is good for kind of some of the bond stuff's going on. Nail is really good for just getting a lot of value. Being a 15k that draws a card is great. Purina is good too. This can pretty much just be a 20k crit, and if you give it like triple strike or triple attack with any of these Shenron cards, that can be really devastating as well. So that's a good card. Speed attack Piccolo is just a generic 15k crit. Which is fine. This 3-drop, this one, Green really got screwed over when this card came out, because it's a bond 3 with Namekian, and then it's one of the take up to 2 life, and then if you take at least 1 card, do just KO one of your opponent's cards. But he's a good one at 1, I think. He's really weird. But Kami's Power Piccolo is kind of, I think, the main engine for this deck. So you play this on 4, and then you blow up something, and then on turn 5 you bring out one of these. You just give him Shenron stuff, so you can get like triple attack. So he's like a 20k or 30k triple attack, 30k double strike triple attack, or you can give him like crit with the 4-drop Shenron, and then he's like a double strike crit triple attack. Like that kind of stuff can be really powerful and just end the game. So a lot of synergy there to the Shenrons. Also running the Migra just because Migra is really good too. And then just some support cards. So some Dragon Radar Power Burst using Super Dragon Ball, which I think is the right play, just because you want to make sure that you can awaken and get just card advantage for all this. And yeah, I think that's about it. So yeah, these are just 3 fun decks. All of them will be in the description. But I hope it just, one of my kind of mantras, I guess, is that inspiration can really come from anywhere in card games, and even if it's just, you know, not a competitive deck, you can kind of see combos and stuff that can go into competitive decks and that kind of stuff. So hopefully people see these decks and kind of see something that they like, realize, you know, or just even remember, oh, I remember this old archetype that I really liked, and hopefully it can go into maybe I can make it work with a new leader or a new strategy that's come out in the last, you know, couple months. So anyways, that'll be it for me. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you all next time.